Yeah. Let's stand for the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, welcome everybody. Kathy, we can do a roll call, please.
You got it. King.
Present.
Hugh.
Present.
McDonald.
Here.
Galogly.
Here.
Bergbauer.
Here.
Deskin.
Here.
Bartleson.
Here.
Cardamone.
Here.
We have a quorum.
All right, our police chaplain's here tonight to open us up.
Let's pray. Great God, thank you for all your many blessings, both seen and unseen. Thank you for the men and women who serve so faithfully on this council, in the city offices, and in the neighborhoods where we live. You, in your wisdom, placed them here for such a time as this. Please give them wisdom as they deliberate and conduct the business before them, and help them continue to be a blessing to this community. May your favor rest on them, their families, and their homes. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Very nice.
All right, friends, you got any liaison stuff tonight?
I got one.
I do too.
All right, would
Go
you guys
ahead,
want to
Susan.
go, do you have
have them in
slides that you
order?
guys want to go in order with?
Get this on here. Mayor, just to remind everyone, we do have the survey is coming out. It's on Facebook, it's on the website. You'll be getting these in your water department or your water bills this month. So if you get a chance, spend some time to take a look at that. I know I've got a couple slides here for beautification. Joanne?
Yes. Okay. All right, so we are getting close to the deadline for all the homes in our fine city to submit their homes that they've decorated with flowers or decorations. We'd love to be able to recognize you in August. I believe it's our first meeting in August. Yeah, August 6th, there we go. So it's been going on since April 21st. July 14th is the deadline. And we have many entries, which is wonderful, but we're always open to more.
Very good. Thank you, Joanne.
Thank you.
Okay, for special events, we have the annual 4th of July fireworks tomorrow at approximately 9:30. It's at dusk at Delwood Park, and we are partnering with the Lockport Township Park District. So hopefully you can all attend. Next is Cruising into Lockport. This is every Monday night through August 25th. From 4 to 8 p.m., the car show goes along State Street. And then each Monday from 6 to 8 p.m., there will be live music and entertainment at Central Square. It's a lot of fun, so I hope people can come out for that. The next is the Lockport Council of Arts events. Fridays in the Park, it's coordinated by Gallery 7. The second of 4 events will be Friday, July 11th from 6 to 9. The music will start at 7 p.m. It's on the Lincoln Landing. And Jerome Walker and Velvet Rose, their Motown band, will be performing. And we are asking for donations of school supplies to help out one family of Illinois. Next is the Standing Bear Market. It's organized by Midwest Soaring Foundation. It will be Sunday, July 13th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. It will be the second Sundays through September at the Metro Station parking lot. Movies Illuminate. The next one, it will be the second of 3 events, will be Friday, July 18th, and we'll be showing Wonder Woman. It will be viewed on the Norton Building. There will be a meet and greet with Amazonian Games, which I'm not quite sure what that is, but sounds fun. And the activities start at 7 p.m., movie starts at dusk. Comicopolis, hosted by the White Oak Library at the Lockport branch. It will be hosted on Saturday, July 19th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the library parking lot. Our own local Comic-Con. Next is Mission 1895. There is, I think we saw the trailer last week, but there is postings all over social media and on YouTube. Are you going to play it? Okay.
Where limestone and time entwine, lies Lockport, where history is not just remembered, it's alive and it needs your help. Welcome to Mission 1895. Long ago, as our canal was being dug by hand, something ancient was uncovered. A glowing red crystal, beautiful, powerful, and corrupting. It twisted the minds of Lockport's leaders, until two time travelers known as the Chrono Keepers arrived to stop it. With help from a mysterious ancient spirit known as the Sentinel, they shattered the crystal and buried its power deep beneath the city. Today, the crystal stirs again. Its 6 fragments scattered throughout downtown Lockport, and the Sentinel has chosen a new hero to find them. You. Begin your journey at mission1895.com. There, your phone will become a portal to 1895 Lockport. Use the map to track down 40 character cards hidden in real-world local businesses and landmarks. At each location, you'll receive a character card telling their story. Some 6 of them will offer a vital video clue to the location of the infernal crystal's fragments. Find all 6 crystal fragments to bury the crystal once more. Save Lockport from its looming fate and receive a special prize. Walk in their footsteps, uncover their clues. Save our town. The Sentinel is calling. Will you answer? Mission1895.com.
Very cool. Yeah, it's a pretty cool thing, so good job on all that, but,
Whoop, 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 whoop. We don't want
Dr. Gundry.
Ricky!
I want to watch that. I'm an old man.
that is funny. That's all I
I'll fix it now, hold on.
Oh, it's going on right now. I don't know when, do you know when it ends?
Oh, September, you can do it whenever you want, up until, I think, September 1st, I think, is when it ends, so.
Okay.
But it's fun. I've seen families and kids walking around getting cards, so. All right, anybody else got anything that's not on the slides? Yeah, Pat, what do you got?
This is the liaison report for finance. Recently, we had Donna today retire after years and years of service. I mean, she was phenomenal. I mentioned last time we were together that you asked her for something. I mean, it was there before you put a period at the end of the request. Tonight, we have her replacement, who will try to fill her shoes. I'm sure she will. Kimberly Bell, she'll be our new deputy city clerk. And she did well to get the reports out to us this week. I'm happy to say, I wish her well, and I'm sure she'll do great things for the city. Thank you. Welcome.
Welcome. All right. Anybody else got anything? Are we all good?
I got one really quick, Steve. This is Chief Rich's last meeting. So, no speech tonight, but one more thanks for your service.
All right, Chief, we'll miss you. We're all coming to Tennessee at the end of the summer for your barbecue.
Yeah.
Taking a small bus down.
Yeah, right. Lockport bus.
All right, friends, well, if that's everything, then we're looking to have a motion to have a consent agenda tonight.
Motion.
Second.
All right, Pat and Joanne, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. So tonight, we're looking for approval for our regular city council meeting minutes from June 18th, our committee of the whole meeting minutes from June 18th, bills through June 24th, payroll period ending June 22nd, and a facade and site improvement grant for 1500 Briggs Street in the amount of $6,500.05, resolution 25058. So we're looking for a motion to approve.
Second.
All right, that was Don Cortimone and Christina. Okay, can we do a roll call, please?
Yes.
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 Yes?
Aye.
Okay, so first on our agenda tonight is, Ben, you want to talk a little bit about
CU1?
for a motion to approve the IDNR agreement, 5057,
So we're looking for a motion to approve this. Anybody?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Thank you, JR and Susie.
Now that I can talk about it.
Yeah, anything going on?
This is the renewal of the IDNR lease agreement 5057. It's resolution 25049. This is basically the commuter lot for the next 10 years. We had it on action because we were waiting for a parcel and PIN clarification with the DNR, and we've received that, and that is in your packet and corrected. So we're just looking to go ahead and continue this partnership with Metro and DNR to have people park in our parking lot at the train station.
All right, very good. Any questions, thoughts, concerns? Then we'll do a roll call, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
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 Yes?
Aye.
All right, next we're looking for approval for ordinance 25006, which is the Sadie Ridge properties. It's for some rezoning, some final plat subdivision, preliminary final developments and such, so looking for a motion on this.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, Jonathan, JR. Any updates or anything new we need to discuss there, Lance?
No, the only thing, you'll see a memo in your tables from Shamlin Associates. They are consulting engineers. That is basically just the final engineering review memo. Everything's covered, everything's ready to go. It just wasn't loaded into Granicus, so we wanted to make sure each of you had a copy of it. Kind of on the side, hopefully this gives you a good sense for the level of detail that we go into when we do our reviews on the final development plans. It's an extensive amount of work, and it's an extensive amount of detail that we go into to make sure that the city's interests are protected.
Okay. All right, very good. Did you want to speak to this, sir?
I would like to, yes.
If you don't mind, just state your name, where you live, and kind of...
Yes, my name is George Hegemaster. I live directly adjacent to the property at 170, 150 McCarran Road. I just want to voice again the opinion of everybody on the street, most everybody in Cedar Ridge, that this subdivision is a bad idea. I think a vote for this subdivision is a vote against seniors in the community, because you're taking away land that was meant for senior living and opening it up to the whole population. So you don't want any more seniors in this community. I think a vote for this subdivision is a vote against natural resources in this community, because according to the Audubon Society, once you pave over land, fireflies cannot exist anymore. So you're completely damaging that property forever. I think a vote for this subdivision is a vote against the safety of children in this community, because you are creating basically a superhighway through the middle of the subdivision that is not safe right past a park. I think a vote for this subdivision is a vote for the lack of safety for everybody in the community, because it's creating a traffic problem on Bruce Road that is already a dangerous situation. I think a vote for this is a vote against the health of the people that move into that, because the land has extremely high radon levels that has never been addressed. All these issues really have not been addressed with this.
George, you said extremely high rate of what?
Extremely high radon levels. All the homes that are directly adjacent to that community have had to put in radon remediation because of the problems with the land. And it seems like, as much as the entire community has said this, nobody is listening. And that's my opinion. Thank you.
All right, thank you, George. Any thoughts, questions from council members?
Yeah, I had one question. Go figure. You mentioned that this is a super highway through the subdivision, dangerous to kids, or are you talking about Bruce Road? Okay. Is Cedar Ridge up here or on the side here, up in the town? Okay.
Is the concern that people use that road to cut through to get to the north?
Yeah, I don't really think having back and forth dialogue here is is the right move. I would say it's a typical road that cuts through any subdivision, like, I live in the old part of town here with Madison, we have Jefferson, they all are streets that cut through subdivisions. It's just a natural way to get through a subdivision, that's not a 4-lane superhighway. Senior housing, as you guys know, we're very excited about a senior project coming up that we heard from last month, which is in a different location, but it also has zoning for senior living and also has, or we can put it for that way, but more importantly, it had that county, what is it? It's not a CHID, it's a, what do you call it, Lance?
It's a supportive living facility
Yeah,
that
but the
is
county gives a certain amount.
Medicaid supported.
Yeah, so it's Medicaid supported, but it was very specific in the location, and so putting it there actually makes a lot of sense. And this, quite frankly, it's not an open land discussion. This is the thing with zoned properties, and we've had this issue since we started this. In early 2000s, a lot of property was annexed and a lot of property was zoned, and it's not, unless a owner of the property wants to rezone it and turn it into open lands, you can't really force somebody to do it any more than I can force a person in a neighborhood to change the zoning on their house if the neighbors don't want them living there anymore. So it's just kind of one of those things. I think the council's done a good job working with the developer to bring down the amount of homes. It's a lot less than it was prior to this. We've tried to reflect the subdivision to the north so it looks exactly like an extension of it. I think we've worked pretty hard to make these things happen and to blend it in with the community. It just kind of is what it is on these kind of things. I know we'll take into account water and flooding, and there's always concerns about that. This is the way to actually clean it up. And they're obligated to make sure there is no more flooding, and the water runoffs are accounted for, so. Any other thoughts or questions on this?
Yeah, there's also discussion about that main thoroughfare, putting stop signs along the way, because everybody was in agreement that a nice long straightaway is an opportunity to excel in speed. But we can go ahead and slow traffic down by putting a stop sign as you enter from the south by the park. So if traffic needs or concerns arise, our Public Works Director can go out there and adjust traffic control if need be, so.
All right. Any other thoughts, concerns, questions? Okay. Then we'll do a roll call, please.
Yes.
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 Yes?
Aye.
All right, next is AT1, which is a public hearing for the amendment and restated annexation of Sadie Ridge project. So I'm going to open it up with the public hearing. So, as required by state law governing annexations, the City Council of the City of Lockport will hold a public hearing to consider the amended and restated annexation of the Sadie Ridge project, formerly known as Steeplechase, located at I-355 north of Bruce Road, south of Cedar Ridge Estates. After a motion to open the public hearing passes, City Attorney will briefly outline the proposed annexation. Then I'll ask anyone else if they also want to be heard. So looking for a motion to open up our public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
Jonathan, Suzie, all in favor? Aye. Okay. What do you got, Mike?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Council, this is kind of a little bit perfunctory because you just approved the special use and the final plat and the plan unit development. However, I just wanted to make sure you understood one of the nuances here. There was originally, as the nearby resident stated, an annexation agreement for Steeplechase that had age restrictions and certain types of zoning. Because that did not develop, it reverted pursuant to that agreement. So as it sits right now, it's no longer an age-restricted zoning for that property. It reverted back to R1. So the plan and the special use that you just approved allows for the R1 and R3, and as we talked about, Committee of the Whole, we talked about the Planning and Zoning Commission, the reason for the R3 is because of the dynamic of how they had those units, the number of units per string of townhomes. So what we're really doing today is just taking the zoning step of annexing and amending and restating the previous agreement to make it clear to anyone looking at the property records, it's no longer age restricted, which it's not anyways, and making it the R1 and 3. The developer and their attorney are here, as they have been throughout the process, if you have any questions about this. But again, it's kind of perfunctory because of the fact that you already disapproved the plans. So I'm happy to answer any questions that you have, as is the attorney for the developer.
I have a question. So when it goes from zoning from one to another R1 to R3, how many years is that?
The annexation agreement, I'll say that.
The annexation agreement will last for 20 years.
Yeah.
But the zoning, once it's in place, lasts in perpetuity
Right.
until somebody changes it.
Just curious.
Right. And we have a unique situation that the developers come with the final plans, so it's not like a situation that we had previously where it was zoned for anticipated potential use and then reverted back because it was never developed. Here, we've got all the places, or all the pieces in place to have the actual development.
All right. Anyone else besides George in the audience that wanted to speak to it? Okay. And nothing else from council then? Okay, then we'll, let's look for a motion to close our public hearing. You guys want to stay?
So moved.
All right, Darren?
Second.
JR, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
That was Dustin and JR?
Yep, sorry. All right, so now we're looking for a motion to approve Resolution 25062, authorizing the execution and amendment and restated annexation agreement for Sadie Ridge.
So make that motion. Second.
All right, and then do a roll call.
Going so fast.
Oh, JR and Darren.
JR?
Yep, and Darren, yep.
All right, JR and Darren. You guys are way faster than me.
Sorry.
Okay, go ahead. Okay. So King,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
McDonald,
Yes.
Delogan,
Yes.
Burkhardt,
Yes.
Deskin,
Yes.
Ferguson,
Yes?
Cardinal.
Aye.
Motion passes.
And then lastly, we're looking for a motion to approve ordinance 25007, which amends and restates the annexation of Sadie Ridge, formerly known as Steeplechase.
So moved.
Second.
All right, Darren, JR. And a roll call whenever you're ready.
King,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
McDonald,
Yes.
Delogan,
Yes.
Burkhardt,
Yes.
Deskin,
Yes.
Ferguson,
Yes?
Cardinal.
Aye.
Motion passes.
All right, friends, that's everything. Has anybody got anything for new business?
Just a confirmation that our next meeting will be in this room, and then, correct?
Yeah, are we moving it yet? Down-
Until August.
Is the next meeting here, or we have to do it at Township? Okay,
We'll still be here until August. We won't be at the township until August, so July 16th we'll be here.
okay. All right, sounds good. All right, friends, if, we're then just looking for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All right, we'll do Jonathan and Pat. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you.